So the September event from Apple has actually been pretty much confirmed as of this point. Apple yesterday or the day before actually went ahead and released the invites for the iPhone 14s, and this is actually fairly interesting. So we are getting basically the September event on September 7th. So on the September 7th timeframe, that is exactly when we should be getting that iPhone. Now, historically, because this event is going to be on a Wednesday, that's usually when Apple does their events, sometime in the middle of the week. What's going to end up happening is for the release date of these iPhones, they'll be announced on Wednesday 7th. They should be probably available for pre-order on Friday 9th. So if you're planning on pre-ordering your iPhone 14, Friday 9th is probably the day they're going to, be able to pre-order. And a week from that day is when you should be able to go and start receiving those products. So a week after that Friday, which should be Friday 16th, that is when you should be able to start receiving those iPhones and maybe iPads and other products if you actually order them in time. Again, if you did not order them in time, then, obviously it may be a little bit delayed, but for the most part, that is pretty much the main thing to keep in mind. Now, in the Apple keynote or the Apple invite that they sent out, it actually says, the Apple logo, then it says far out. Now, I don't know for 100% fact what's going to be going on here. I could potentially see that as maybe they're improving either the telephoto lenses, the ultra-wide sensors, maybe focusing on the camera yet again. It seems like we're just getting camera improvements every single year, which is perfectly fine, but I really hope they focus on other areas too. Who knows? But this specific case for the base iPhone 14, so the cheaper ones, there's not going to be a mini lineup, as most of us probably know by now. We are only going to be getting the 14 and the 14 Max. So that mini lineup is probably going to be going out, which I'm totally okay with. Whether they call it the Max or the Plus, either way, I'm perfectly fine with either one of those names. It's going to be that 6.1 inch model and then pretty much a 6.7 inch model as well. I could see it being 6.5 inches too, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be 6.7, the same exact build as the Pro Max. Now for these base models, as most of us know, it's probably going to end up keeping a variation chip. It's going to be the Apple A15 bonding chip inside of it, which is kind of unfortunate because the A16 is already going to be out, but I'm pretty sure it's going to last as long as the A16 in terms of software updates, so I guess we'll see what happens there. There's also been a lot of rumors stating that this iPhone is probably going to get 6 gigabytes of RAM. I don't know if that's going to be for sure, but I hope it is. That would be really awesome. On top of that, the camera on the front and the back, like I said, are going to be getting upgrades. We're probably still going to be keeping a notch on these iPhones as well, which is going to be kind of weird because the 14 Pros and Pro Maxes are going to remove the notches. But again, it's one of those things we have to keep in mind. There's been some reports that we could be seeing some bigger batteries on these phones too. Not too sure if this is going to affect the thinness and thickness at all, but I'd be so happy if they ended up increasing the battery size again. It's very rare that every 2 years they'll go and consequently update that and increase those battery sizes. So I'll be curious to see what happens there. But that is pretty much what we're expecting for the iPhone 14s. The price tag of these things is probably going to be roughly around $799 for the iPhone 14 and then $899 for the 14 Max. The Max is going to be bringing a bigger battery, maybe some better features here and there, but basically it's just going to be a bigger phone, bigger display with a bigger battery. So those are pretty much the main things we know as of this point. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.